Today, I'll be showing you how to get the most value out of Dragoon. I'll start by going over each ability as they appear in the spellbook, and then give combo sequences at the end. Wheeling Thrust combo is your weapon skill 1 spam, dealing 3, 4, and 5k potency per strike. Chaotic Spring deals 8k potency and heals for 100% of damage dealt on a 15-second cooldown. Garskogel is your setup, dealing 4k potency in a line of 15 yards, changing into Nastrond and granting a buff, increasing all damage dealt and taken by 25% for 10 seconds, or until Nastrond is used. Nastrond deals damage in a line of 15 yards for 4k, increasing to 8k the lower the health of each target, reaching max value at 50% HP. High Jump is your engage and low cooldown OGCD damage, jumping onto a target from up to 20 yards for 5k potency and changing your 1 combo into Heaven's Thrust every 10 seconds. Heaven's Thrust is your main consistent damage, dealing 10k potency on a 10-second cooldown. Elusive Jump is your disengage and burst damage setup, leaping back 15 yards while removing heavier bind, increasing movement speed, and enabling Whirlwind Thrust. Whirlwind Thrust deals damage in a line of 20 yards for 4k, increasing to 16k the further you are from each target, reaching max value at 15 yards. Horrid Roar is your defensive and utility, dealing 2k potency to targets within 10 yards and debuffing them, reducing all damage they deal to you by 50% for 10 seconds with a 30-second cooldown. I will mention how ridiculous this is, being a half-strength guard effect for double the duration, while unlike guard, you are still able to move and fight. The main combo idea is to start off with Garskogel for the buff, elusive jumping out for max range Whirlwind Thrust, high jumping back into Heaven's Thrust, and finally healing with Chaotic Spring before ending with Nastrond. The max value sequence adds a primed third attack from your 1 combo after Garskogel, followed by Horrid Roar before elusive jumping into Whirlwind Thrust. This fits most damage within Garskogel while having Horrid Roar up as early as possible for yourself. And finally, I recommend using your LB as a mix-up combo. Placing it just after elusive jump benefits from the movement speed buff, but also masks your LB usage and approach, catching enemies off guard who have been conditioned with high jump.